on Ibiza Uncovered, the island welcomes its most venerated DJ.
As far as I'm concerned, you can stick that up your arse.
We meet the married man out on the pool with his wife's permission.
There are limits, but you know there's been boundaries. And if I don't find out, I don't find out.
And as the club wars hot up, Manumission, the island's biggest venue, pulls out all the stops.
I think this is possibly the most dangerous stunt we've done.
Every night, 25,000 people go out clubbing. But with tickets costing an average of £25, clubbers have to be choosy. So each club needs something special to draw the punters. At the island's biggest venue, Manumission, it used to be the sex show pioneered by the club's creative forces, Mike and Claire. While there's still sex at the club, Claire is now pregnant. And this has been the inspiration for Mike's latest show, which he hopes will keep Manumission ahead of its rivals.
Claire's pregnant, and the story this year is that, you know, I'm the crazy doctor. I've impregnated her with 16 eggs, which, one of which hatches every Monday. Out of the egg hatches a future breed of woman that's a mix of two different types, you know, like maybe like an Indian and a Chinese one, but then also mixing in a bit of animal.
The show is targeted directly at the clubbers.
The madder we can make it, the more everyone rush. You know, people love to see madness.
The things that they seem to love the most are the things that are really in their face.
The team of acrobats were recruited by Mike and his brother and business partner, Andy.
We wanted to develop something that was very much part of club culture, very much added to the atmosphere instead of diverted attention. Something slightly more punky, slightly more rebellious. And so we put together this team of people largely by poaching out of famous London shows.
Manumission came to see the show as of the end of last year. In little dribs and drabs, and came back and told each other about it, and then they all came rushing over to see it, and they all loved it. I think the part they loved the most was the fact that we actually went into the audience and sort of pestered people, and that's kind of what they do here. So they wanted us to bring our energy and our ideas and our aerial skills to their environment and see what we could do over here.
The team of 9 acrobats swing off the ceiling of the 60-foot-high club to within inches of the clubbers on the dance floor. So if anything goes wrong, someone will get serious. This week, they want to take the show a step further and add a new stunt. Their most dangerous yet, but they've just a few hours to prepare before the club opens. Acrobats Wendy and Sam will swing above the heads of the audience. Then Seth will bungee jump off the roof towards them while they swing out of the way. It's their most daring stunt yet.
No, it's a bit late to get me one.
They have to rehearse in 2 parts. The bungee jump first.
I tell you what's really bad is the fact that when you're recoiling, when you're at the bottom of the bounce and you're going back up, the bungee is starting to wind round and you could easily have caught your neck in that.
Down to me.
Wendy is backed up by another team member, Kev.
Yeah, but look, Seth.
I don't like this at all.
Seth insists the jump is safe and is determined to prove it with a second test.
OK, if you want to have a go, but just take extreme care and I don't take responsibility for it. Now,
if the jump goes wrong, Seth could be badly hurt.
3, 2, 1.
The test goes fine.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. That's exactly what we want.
But the next part of the rehearsal is the most dangerous. Seth has to drop down between the girls without hitting and injuring them.
I mean, I'd love to get on the bridge.
It's a blast, that is.
There we go.
Back at Manumission, the club is due to open at midnight, and the acrobats still haven't completed rehearsing their most dangerous stunt yet.
We always say that we're going to be out of here by 6 o'clock. It's now 6:30 and we haven't done a rehearsal yet.
The team are waiting for workmen to finish building the cage, which is needed for the opening of their Monday night show.
The cage, we decided we needed a cage on Wednesday. We didn't do anything on Thursday. On Friday we talked a bit more about the cage. And then last night, Sunday night, I don't know what happened to Saturday, On Sunday night, we went and spoke to a guy who is now, today, building us a cage. It's just going to be like the framework of a cage, and then we'll put in the bars ourselves. So I'm not that confident it's actually going to show up.
In the show, the girls will be dangling inches above the audience while Seth hangs from the ceiling. When he jumps, the girls have a split second to swing out of his way, or Seth will crash into them, with potentially fatal consequences. They've rehearsed the two parts separately and now need to put them together. If the full test goes wrong, all three could be badly hurt.
If you're falling towards us, we're going to go. Trust us, we're going to go. So you've gone into hocks, we go like this, we look up at you.
I go like this.
You go like this, we know you're about to go, and we know that we've got to let go or else we're going to get killed. And
Okay,
I'm
but
sure
I'm going to go.
But Joe, another team member, insists the girls should be on control ropes to cut the risk of injury.
Oh, I thought you said we don't need control ropes.
You don't need those green ropes.
Oh, true. We don't. We really stop well.
Can we try it once without the control ropes, just to see how well it goes?
What difference does control ropes then make?
Well, if it makes no difference, why have control ropes?
Because it improves the safety. What difference does it make artistically?
Okay. Well, look. How about this? We'll do control ropes. We'll do control ropes for this one,
It's
and
not
then
going to make any difference. It's just going to be safer.
Yeah, I know, but it's not so...
But it looks
it's not so dangerous.
No, it looks nice.
All right, then we'll have the control ropes.
All right,
I thought you were after safety, not
We'll do what we're
niceness.
told.
John,
Finally, at 8:30, the cage is ready.
You know what we need?
Fucking waste of time.
And the team can have their first full practice, just 3.5 hours before the club opens. Seth climbs up to his position 50 feet above the dance floor, while the girls get into character as fighting tigers, the club's theme of the week.
Very.
Like a mad woman.
Yeah. Start taking them up. That's it. Okay, that's it. Go on. Like.
Whoa! You all right, Sam?
Yep. This time. Right, don't let go.
It's time for Seth to jump, but the girls find they cannot release Joe's safety ropes, so they will have to do the most dangerous part of the stunt without them.
They can't drop safety, so they've got their hands.
Let's try it this way once. If it doesn't work, we'll use safeties, right?
If it doesn't work, you might be slightly hurt. Guys, if you want to do it, okay, they're ready. If this went wrong, basically Seth could land on Sam and Wendy's head.
We'll go like this. Give us a go like this.
One hand hanging upside down. One hand. Pull in.
Go.
Joe, stand there. Well, I thought that looked lovely.
Fuck, I broke a nail again.
There's relief all round, except for Wendy, who thinks Sam was too rough.
I didn't push you, darling. How could I push you? I had you by one hand.
Wait.
Swing round. It'll take us off.
I did not push you, Wendy. How could I push
You more
you?
than me, because if you go to that speaker...
There was a swipe like that, which kind of sent us all spinning. Yeah.
I think this is possibly the most dangerous stunt we've done.
While the rehearsal passes off safely, the risks are much higher when the acrobats perform just inches above the packed dance floor.
Unfortunately, none of the stoned clubbers in here will understand the complexities or the dangers of this one stunt, but there you go.
Manumission of 1994 would not work now. And as long as you keep abreast of what's going on and grow and develop with the island, then I genuinely believe you can stay forever.
But with club competition fierce, Andy and Dawn know the acrobats have to be a success to keep the clubbers coming to Manumission. So after only one full rehearsal, can the team pull off their most dangerous stunt yet?
Where's Wendy?
The performance gets off to a delayed start. Wendy is searching for a vital piece of equipment. The others are ready, but just have to wait. Finally, she's found it, and the show can begin.
They don't know what's about to happen. That's the best thing. They just don't know. And so it's always shock on the faces.
As Sam and Wendy involve the clubbers in the show, Seth makes his way up to the bungee. Once out of the cage, Sam gives the shocked clubbers something to remember about their night out. Seth reaches his position. Meanwhile, acrobat Jamie has to stay ultra calm amid the mayhem to ensure that Sam is safely connected to her rope. Then she and Wendy are pulled onto the podiums.
When we're on the ground, it's, you know, oh yeah, they're acting. But as soon as we get up in the air, they're just like, wow.
You don't feel safe up there. But then again, you're so pumped up, you're so focused on what you're doing that you just get on, you clip on, and you jump.
The girls grab hold of each other as they fight, ready for the bungee jump by Seth.
For some reason, sitting up there on the trapeze, about to just sort of slowly backflip into the bungee, I was like, okay, it's going to be fine, okay. Once you go, it's just a buzz.
People love to see madness, see things going on that they can't really get their heads around. And they tend to love that a lot.
To finish the show, the girls stay in character as wild cats and have to be recaptured and put back in their cage.
It was working really well, and you feed off the crowd. If they're loving it, you just give them more.
I was watching it, and I thought, oh God, I think we might have gone a little bit too far this time. But then I looked round and I saw all these ravers sort of like that, and I thought, nah, they got their money's worth.
Helen never saw Bristol Boy again after returning to Britain. Steve and Shana's marriage is still thriving, and Ricky is sticking to clubbing, but with his mates. Next week, club promoters go to war.
No, he fishes a cage. I was like, I'm going to kick his fucking teeth in.
Family business, Ibiza style.
My daughters are going to strip in public. Let's create something special.
And the hottest holiday competition ever.
10 points for shag, and 50 points if you got a rep.